Hi, this is Charlie with Boxing Focus. 5 days latest with a video on Pacquiao thrashing Algieri, 120 to 102. There's a man against boy in there. Algieri was so far out of his depth. His corner was so far out of their depth. But he never got out of the cage. So tough luck on Algieri. That fight should have been stopped in the 9th round. Terrible officiating by the referee. Algieri gets up at 10, could stop it then. Then he turns his back and walks away from the referee. You've got to stop it then. But instead the referee goes and has a leisurely chat with him in the corner. Spends a silly amount of time assessing him, letting him get his bearings, and then Pacquiao jumps on him again, and Algieri dips at the knees, and the ref jumps in again, even though there's no standing 8 count. He issues a standing 8 count, but he doesn't start the standing 8 count until the fighters are split and Algieri's in the corner, so he gives him another 15 seconds to recover, and then then Pacquiao swarms on him again, and the referee throws the best feint of the evening in Manny Pacquiao's direction. Pacquiao wheels away, thinking that the fight's been waved off, but no, the referee just stop it, maybe not. And so Algieri saw the round out. The sad fact of that fight was that Algieri didn't turn up and try to win. For all the talk, all the obnoxious stuff he said about it being the Chris Algieri show and how he was going to dominate Pacquiao. And they were talking. The things that they were talking about, they were going to make Pacquiao tire in the later rounds, and he just didn't do. He offered nothing offensively, nothing at all. The judges who gave him a round were kind. That was kind. He was just not in that fight. He was just running and hiding. His best chance of beating Pacquiao in that fight seemed to be spinning around Pacquiao so quickly, because he was spinning around him. Goes so quickly that Pacquiao gets dizzy. That seemed to be his game. I'm joking, but it was poor. It was poor, and we knew it was going to be poor. And for all the crap that came out of Bob Arum's mouth about it being one of the great nights of boxing, how can you even have put that event among? You could reel off 200 better events. Just without even thinking, you could just go. You could name 25 better events for Pacquiao alone. So it was dreadful. Disappointed that the stoppage wasn't given. I did have an accumulator, but at the time I was pissed off because Pacquiao and stopping Algieri was my final bet on the accumulator, but I'd actually lost it on a previous fight as well, but I didn't know that at the time because I'd slept through. That was the Lomachenko fight, and that I'd fallen asleep during that one. Shortly after, Lomachenko would drop the guy, but he then breaks his hand, doesn't he? So he then coasts the rest of the fight. But that's not the reason that I'm saying that it's terrible officiating in the 9th round. It just was. That was really, really poor. That fight should have been stopped. But what did we learn about Pacquiao? Nothing, I don't think. I think there's one of the pet peeves of mine is the way that people talk about Pacquiao having lost his power because he stopped knocking guys out. It's just a mind-numbingly dumb argument. Not least because he's dropped almost everybody that he's faced, or badly hurt them, or hit them so much that they've refused that they don't even throw any punches. But even in the fights he lost, he was, obviously the loss to Bradley was controversial anyway, and he was, Bradley left that fight in a wheelchair, and Marquez's face was coming to pieces, and he'd been down. But the thing is, they're bigger guys. Not Marquez, or not necessarily. Bradley's ripped, he's massive, very muscular. But Margarito, Algieri, head and shoulders above Pacquiao, literally. Even De La Hoya, significantly taller. the last time Pacquiao was, in a weight class where the guys were the same size as him, was down at 130. His brief fight at 135 as well. Since then, all bigger guys, even Marquez in this most recent fight, there was the incredible Hulk version of Marquez. So, no, I think we learned that Pacquiao still got it, I guess. He still got it, but I even thought that in the Marquez knockout and in the Bradley loss. I still thought he had it then. I just thought he coasted against Bradley and was on the end of some bad luck and some bad judging. And then against Marquez, he was doing so well that he let his guard down and walked into one. So, dominated Rios, dominated Algieri, he didn't dominate Bradley, but he was certainly turned up in that fight and fought very well. And of course, Mayweather, I don't think that's going to happen. But Manny Pacquiao, Danny Garcia, that would be a good fight. And I think that Manny Pacquiao's all wrong for Garcia. I think that Pacquiao wins that. I think he wins it, not easily, but I think he does a lot of damage to Garcia. Because Garcia likes guys who come in straight and he can time them. Pacquiao's kind of bouncing in and out and spinning out at the side. And then you look at how Danny Garcia struggled with Herrera. I think he has some of the similar issues with Pacquiao. So this is Charlie at Boxing Focus. Let me know if you enjoyed the fight and what you thought. Thanks for watching.